An acceleration clause is a contract term that requires a borrower to immediately pay off the loan's balance under certain circumstances. In Graf versus Hope Building Corporation, we explore whether courts may relieve a borrower of the consequences of an acceleration clause. Oscar Graf held 2 consolidated mortgages on a piece of property. The title to the property was vested in Hope Building Corporation. The agreement consolidating the mortgages provided that the principal payment was due on a date certain. It also contained an acceleration clause that provided that the full balance would become due if Hope defaulted on its obligation to pay any interest installment for more than 20 days. David Herstein, Hope's president and treasurer, was the only individual authorized to sign checks on the corporation's behalf. Prior to Herstein's departing for Europe, a clerical assistant calculated the interest that would be due on the mortgage while he was gone. Herstein then signed a check for that amount. After Herstein left, the assistant realized that she'd miscalculated the interest, and as a result, the check Herstein had signed was approximately $400 short. The assistant notified Graf and promised that Hope would pay the deficiency as soon as Herstein returned. In the meantime, she mailed the existing check to Graf. The assistant forgot to notify Herstein about the deficiency when he returned. Graf didn't make a demand. Instead, Graf sued to foreclose on the mortgage as soon as the 20-day grace period expired. Hope immediately tendered the deficiency, but Graf relied on the acceleration clause and rejected the tender. The trial court ruled in Hope's favor and held that equity would relieve it of its default. The appellate division affirmed. Graf appealed to the New York Court of Appeals.